But you got a flag down.
Oofside.
Everyone but the center. Offense.
Welcome to Oofsides, everybody, for a very special jumbo episode this week. I'm here with Garrett,
Hello.
Jack,
Yeah.
and Cam's back this week.
Nice.
Jesse said he wanted to be on and then didn't respond, so we're just rolling.
Yeah,
without
so I'm
him.
here.
Yeah. If he shows up mid-episode, who knows? Well, actually, if you're watching this, you'll already know because his picture will be in the background. Anyway, for all three of you who... thanks, Jack. For all three of you who watched this,
Bless
you
me.
may have noticed that we did not do a show for Week 8. We were a little all preoccupied and kind of ran out of time. So I figured we would do a little speed round wrap-up of the week that we missed. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't rehearse anything, but we're sure gonna try that.
Sure,
Here
why
we
not?
go. Starting with Week 8, Falcons, Panthers. The Atlanta Falcons, much like the entire state, managed to actually close one out this time as they held off the Panthers 25-17.
In the next game we got from Week 8, the Vikings find a way to beat another big team. They win 28-22 against the Packers, led by the man himself, Dalvin Cook, who had 3 touchdowns on the day and 160 yards. The running game is going good for them. Yeah, lead it into you, Jay.
Oh, okay. Joe Burrow has a massive schlong. And he beat that schlong all over the Titans defense that whole entire game. And he fucking curb stomped their asses. 31-20. Joe Burrow's good footballer. Matt.
We move on to Arrowhead Stadium, where football once again happened to the Jets. The Kansas City Chiefs steamrolled 35-9 victory.
Next game we got from Week 8 is the Colts and the Lions. This one wasn't even close. The Colts dominated the Lions in a 41-21 victory. And really, they had same stats across the board, but some costly mistakes by Matt Stafford and the offense led them to another loss.
Big loss for the Ravens. Fuck, what happened? There's a lot that happened, and the Ravens lost. Big Ben and Yinzers are happy.
Jared Goff, more like Jared Goof. Tua and the Dolphins prove us all wrong as they steamroll over the Rams to a 28-17 victory.
We had a divisional matchup between the Bills and the Patriots. This game should have not been this close, but neither quarterback wanted to throw more than 200 yards.
Hey,
The
I'm
Bills-
gonna interject. It was
All
40
right.
mile per hour wind.
Fair
Yeah.
point. The Bills come up late with a field goal to triumph over the Patriots, 24-21.
God bless Cam Newton's butterfingers. But the Raiders beat the Browns in a windy ass game, and
Dang.
the Browns couldn't do any offense because it's the Browns and they don't have actually an offense. But they say they do, but they don't.
Speaking of pain, we head to Mile High, where the Ford Broncos beat the where the Ford Broncos beat the Dodge Chargers on an on a last play touchdown, as the Chargers once again find stupid ways to lose, aka the West Coast Falcons.
Big cock lock. Big cock lock. Big cock lock.
Another game that shouldn't have been this close this week, and it was won in overtime by the Saints, and Jack will not be happy with this game. Saints won 26-23 with a little bit of a push in overtime, and we honestly thought they were going to be tied at the end of this game, but the Saints pulled it off with a field goal late.
Seahawks versus 49ers. Football happened, and Russell Wilson threw a football more times than I don't know who the fucking 49ers quarterback was for that game. Go on, Matt.
In the city of brotherly love, good old Ben DiNucci did not play very much football.
Didn't do so.
The
Gucci.
Cowboys.
Somebody shoot him.
The Cowboys' offense looked so inept that at one point they decided to intentionally take a safety and then try to recover the onside kick, and that almost worked. Philadelphia Eagles steamroll to the division lead at 3-4-1.
And a team that almost was about to join that division fight was the Giants, but fell up short to the Buccaneers as the Buccaneers won 25-23 on Monday Night Football. God bless Daniel Jones.
Yo, real talk, that Giants game pisses me off.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. That's
See,
the only thing I'm mad about that we didn't talk about last week.
The only problem with that is if the Giants win that game, our chances of a 6-10 division winner are getting smaller and smaller.
That is true. But do you think the fucking Giants will win another game?
I don't think so.
Possible.
No. The
No,
Giants,
it's
that's
possible.
their best chance to win a fucking game.
Or wait,
It's possible. They got to play their division again.
do they play the Cowboys again?
Yeah, they got to play their division again.
I don't fucking know.
I was going to say, I think they've only played the Cowboys once, because if so, I could see them beating the Cowboys.
They also play the Eagles this week, so anything can happen there.
It could be. We could have another tie. So
Yeah.
There's always a possibility of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. I think this would be like the first season to ever have like two. If that were to happen, to a team with two ties.
I wonder when the last time that happened was.
I don't know. Probably fucking 1940s.
When was the last time a team tied twice in the same season? Let's see. It's 1973. The Browns, Broncos, Chiefs, and Packers all had 2 ties.
Huh.
So they must have tied with each other.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thanks, Reddit user Citizen Snips 29.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, that was the wrap up of Week 8. That was actually kind of fun. Why
Yeah.
don't we do that every week?
I don't know, because we have to draw it out as long as fucking possible.
That's true.
Adrenaline.
So,
Because it's a podcast.
shall we get into
You know what we
the?
should do? We should speed run a podcast, so it's only like 5 minutes long, and no one has to fucking listen to us.
Well, at that point, you might as well just do an American Dad speed run.
Yes.
But obviously, it has to be the best percent, which is the Joe percent.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we get into the week that we actually paid attention to? Vaguely?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Starting with another steamrolling over the 49ers, the Packers. My God. What happened to the 49ers?
Injury.
They literally have like third string starters on all sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Mullins was their
Bad.
starter, so
There was a tweet I really liked where it was like all of just the random white guys who are subbing on the 49ers, and it was like when you reach year 10 in your Madden franchise.
Year
No,
20,
seriously.
year 20, yeah.
Yep.
fucking
Is Garoppolo out for the whole season?
No.
Oh.
He's out for a few
Not
weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, that team fucking it's just folded like a cheap lawn chair.
It's folded like something, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, they were down, what was that? Let me do the math. 31-3 at one point.
yeah, they were because they really didn't put anything up to that fourth quarter.
Yep. Nick Mullins is still all right. He's a good backup.
not very-
but
Yeah. We're good. He's just there.
there is though. They do still technically have a hope, which is we already have the extra wild card spot this year, but they're thinking about adding an 8th one if any games get canceled because of COVID.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid. I hate that.
Nothing like the Jeff Gordon.
God.
Dude,
I don't want fucking half the teams in the goddamn playoffs. It's
Oh,
stupid and dumb and
I can't
bad.
wait.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's bad when the MLB.
God, I hate these fucking
Can't wait.
owners.
I
Dude.
can't wait for the Jets to still have a chance to make it.
Yeah, or anybody in that fucking
You're
Eagles.
telling me
God.
division.
you don't
You're
want
telling me Adam
Sick.
Gase still has a chance to make the goddamn playoffs? If the Jets win one game, they're gonna save Adam Gase's season because he's already gonna be over.
And this could set up a really shitty situation where you have like a second or third seed getting knocked out by a team like the Broncos.
Oh, dude,
or
I
the-
want like the 14-2 Chiefs to lose to like the Bengals in the first round.
God.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'm mad.
Anyway, since we're getting people upset, let's move on to the Texans-Jaguars game.
Woo!
Garrett,
Ha!
your boy Jake Luton.
Yeah, to be honest, Jake Luton was stunting on them hoes for his first start. Being a rookie and all, threw over 300 yards, and James Robinson had a good day too, of almost 100 yards himself. But yeah, the Texans really just held on to the lead for the entirety of the game. Jacksonville tried to come back late, but yeah, I mean, the Texans beating the Jaguars, what's new? I mean, it just happens every season in a very close way. It's division stuff.
Jungle.
Dude, they outgained him in like every single offensive category too.
Mm-hmm.
Whack. But
Oh well.
that's what an interception will get you. There was
That's unfortunate.
Speaking of Jake Luton, there's a tweet that I saw that I really liked where it's like his name sounds like a Korean lady trying to say Jake Rudin.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway. Anything else, Dad?
I don't know.
Two bad AFC South teams playing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's basically you're giving the Texans another free win.
Thank bull.
But if you're the Texans and you don't win, then you should be shot.
It's the
So-
division games you don't care about. Unless
Yeah.
you're fans of the team.
Yeah, basically.
This next game should be in that category, but because the NFC East is terrible, it had very real playoff consequences. The Giants get their second dub of the season, 23-20 over the Washington football team.
Yeah, it's like watching a bad car crash.
Yeah, I mean, there was one in the game where they
yeah,
fumbled.
I was about to bring that up.
Antonio Gibson fumbled the ball, and nobody wanted it, so it went through like 5 different people's hands from both sides, and finally was recovered by the
Yeah.
Giants, which ultimately would win them the game because of the close score.
Was reluctantly recovered by the Giants.
There was also a
Nobody wanted it.
There was also a actual serious thing that happened with Kyle Allen's leg going backwards.
Yeah, so
That's not good.
Alex Smith will be the quarterback moving forward for the rest of the season for them, even though he threw 3 interceptions.
Even though his knee is basically backwards.
Yeah.
Hey, he did have a touchdown now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. 1 for 3.
Did have a
So did Antonio Gibson. He was the dude that started the shit fest.
Do you think that like Alex Smith got PTSD on the sideline watching that happen?
I don't want to think about that.
Maybe that's why he threw 3 interceptions. He's a bit nervous.
Well, yeah, with a guy like Alex Smith in that situation, you're gonna always have nerves coming in, especially coming off that injury. And now, you just saw the other guy get injured, kind of similar.
Oh yeah.
It took him a while to get in, but he still threw for 325 yards.
Yeah, can I just say there were 2 receivers on the Washington football team that had more than 100 yards, and they didn't win the game.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Looking at the stats, they had almost 200 more passing yards than the Giants, but they lost.
Danny
The Giants-
Dimes, baby.
The Giants started out real hot and then fell off late in the second half, and
Yep.
Washington just couldn't come back.
God.
Well, yeah, because they threw 2 interceptions in the 4th quarter.
This division
Yeah.
is so bad. The Giants need to
Big,
stop
big
breaking
Giants were
quarterbacks'
handing
legs.
it to them, and then they got it back. Both
Here's the thing, though. Any one of these teams are still have a
That's the
chance
worst
to
part.
win the division.
The Giants
the
are
thing,
2
because
and
they all
7,
win or lose to
and
each
very
other.
well could be in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Is even though we joke about the Giants maybe not winning a game, with how stupid close they got to beating the Buccaneers and the Bears and some teams like that, they could sneak their way into the top spot.
You got to think, if they get a stupid win over somebody and then win another division game, they have a
They have the first
absolutely
spot.
have a shot to win the division.
The
God.
only problem with that plan is since 2017, Washington are the only NFC East team that the Giants have beaten. And under Daniel Jones, their record is they have 4 wins.
Yeah. That's
But
And-
a win
Yeah,
now
man.
as the division team,
Oh, absolutely. We'll
it
change.
can change. It can change the season.
If there was a time to end that streak, it would be now.
Yeah.
I can't get over how fucking bad Daniel Jones is.
Well, the thing is,
drafted
he's not doing much worse than anybody else in the division right now. I hope you realize that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
The best part is they drafted him 7th overall and missed out on fucking Josh Allen, the Jaguar guy.
Well, I mean, he still could be a good quarterback.
Yeah.
The thing is,
It doesn't
he
look
does
so
not.
good.
Well,
He's
the Giants don't have a fucking team right now, anyways.
Yeah.
So
They
Oh,
have defensive
God.
pieces. They just need the offense to start
it's
going.
the
in a different
Giants
form
are
than
very.
Daniel Jones.
They're so
Lord.
hit or miss. They've always been like us. Even when they went and won the Super Bowl, they're
Oh,
still
yeah.
hit or miss.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, Eli Manning would actually decide to be good at football at times and just kind of.
Daniel Jones is just Eli Manning's like entire career compressed down into a game, where it's like, hey, you're doing something good, and then by the end of the drive, you're like, what the fuck was that?
And he fumbles
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
God. I love this division. Holy shit, I love this division.
So
I mean, I think if you get Daniel Jones, if he leaves the Giants, he goes underneath somebody like a Drew Brees or Brady, he could definitely turn out to be a decent
Yeah.
quarterback.
Mm.
But the problem is you have a struggling Eli Manning trying to help a young Daniel Jones, and it's just bad.
Who's even their backup
It was a
now?
bad mix. Oh God, don't ask that.
Let's see,
I don't
players. Who's their backup?
Uh,
New York Giants. Anyway, while I look this
Colt
up.
McCoy,
Oh, that's right.
Oh boy.
34-year-old Colt McCoy
God.
is
oh
backup quarterback.
yeah.
It might be Colt time in New York if Daniel
Hell.
Jones can't perform for a little
Yeah.
while.
Is that other dude's name? They got 2 more quarterbacks here on their roster too. Wait, they got a. Hold on.
Well,
There,
I'm looking at their roster as of right now, and there's only 2 quarterbacks listed.
I see 4 for some reason.
That might be their preseason roster.
Yeah.
Bro.
You might be
Let's
right.
just get on to the next game because it's a fucking
Yeah,
Giants.
we're spending way too
Why
much
are we
energy
talking
about.
about-
Well,
about
hang
that?
on.
Because someone's
they're
going to win
great.
this division,
These
and
are
it might
two
be one of
teams
them.
in the heat of the playoff race, Jack.
There
Oh,
is a
yeah,
playoff
totally.
battle.
I hope you realize that.
Oh,
Speaking
yeah.
of 2 teams in the heat of the playoff run, the Baltimore Ravens embarrassed the Colts 24-10. And I say embarrassed because it's not a super lopsided score, but mostly referring to a single play by Philip
Yeah.
Rivers.
It's the most Philip Rivers thing to
Oh.
ever happen.
God damn it.
Poor Philip Rivers.
all them damn kids, and they can't teach them how to stand up.
Yep. Oh my god. For
Yeah.
those of you who don't know, he threw an interception and then, or was it a fumble that he tried
Fumble. No. It was a fumble from one of his.
to? Yeah, from like the
Receiver
receiver.
fumble.
And then he tried to tackle the guy and he tripped and fell and then like flailed at him as the guy hurtled over him. And then he just
fell
like
down.
sat on the
Yeah.
ground and watched it happen.
He fell down like 10 yards before he even got
Literally,
there.
He accepted his fate at that point.
Yeah.
literally the worst tackle attempt I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well,
Like, holy shit.
God.
Is there anything else that happened in that game?
Outside.
No, right?
Wasn't there a catch that was... There was a controversial call with a catch that was like an interception.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, that
There-
interception was awful.
There was an
Wait,
awful
I
call in that game.
oh yeah,
Oh,
the
wait,
interception that the dude literally had no possession of. And
Oh
got
my
knocked
Since
out
he
of the
took,
ball,
since he
and then-
took 3
I gotta
steps, it
post
was ruled an interception.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah, I remember
so
what you're talking
bad.
about now. Yeah. Where it gets like
Oh,
swatted out of his
absolutely.
hands. Like,
yeah, which at that point should have technically been a fumble.
or even like an incomplete pass.
Well, the thing is, if they ruled it an interception, then that ball, when it was on the ground, it should have been a fumble.
Oh, true.
But the thing is, they blew it dead, so that literally eliminated anything. So basically, the Ravens got the ball for free
See,
because the refs blew it dead.
yeah, see, that
Shit.
reminds me of the Bears-Eagles playoff game, the double doink game. There's a play right before halftime that ended up being big where the Bears threw it downfield, and it was to get into field goal range, and it was initially ruled incomplete, and nobody recovered it because the officials blew it dead, and then like the official went and picked it up. But then when they reviewed it, it ended up being a reception and a fumble. But because the official was the first player to touch it and there was no recovery of the fumble, they were like, so the call will stand as an incomplete pass. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Why wouldn't it just be at the spot of where he caught it? Because he's just
Yeah.
you said it was a complete pass, so why are they not getting credit for it?
Yeah.
And that ended up costing the Bears the game.
Yeah, so it was one of those things, and reminder that the Ravens were struggling all the first half after they had scored a touchdown.
Yep.
And couldn't get really anything going. The Colts were actually still looking good, and then whatever they did in the locker room didn't work.
There's so many little eccentricities like that in the NFL rulebook, where it's like you gotta clean this shit up, dude. Like,
yeah, that's why a lot of people have been pushing for like the college rule, where it's like if he has possession and 1 foot down, then it's just a catch, and then whatever happens.
And if it
like
comes
that
out
happens.
again, then it's a fumble.
Then it's a fumble. Yeah.
God.
That would be freaking wild. That would jack the stats up.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why the NFL doesn't adopt something like that is because they don't want
We don't want
They don't-
stupid. Yeah.
they don't want quarterbacks throwing balls to where wide receivers can get them and only have 1 foot in, and like
You also make quarterbacks not throw the ball. I mean, as much as they probably would want to either.
well, it eliminates a lot of the risk of doing 1 foot down.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. The Vikings getting on that win streak. Here we go. It's the Kirk Cousins redemption.
Oh, yeah.
They beat the Lions.
Yeah.
34-20.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah.
Even though Cousins didn't do too bad, this was another game where Dalvin Cook freaking carried the team. He had 200 yards of rushing and almost 50 reception yards and 2 touchdowns. You can't stop that man. Also, can we acknowledge that the Lions had 10 men on the field for defense that allowed Dalvin Cook to get a 70-yard run on him? The Lions have done that several times this season.
Defensive genius,
Matt Patricia. Yep.
This is also one of the reasons why they gave up big plays against, or not too big of plays like they did this week, but against the Colts. They keep putting 10 men on the field, and
Matt Patricia's like, all right, I've got an idea. This is going to throw them all off. We're only going to have 10 guys on the field, and then they're going to be all confused and be like, wait, what the hell? But then our 11th guy is going to sneak onto the field at the last second. But then he just keeps forgetting to send that 11th guy in.
it's reverse Mike Vrabel.
Hey, you guys want to know an interesting stat for this whole week?
Yes.
You want to know guess who the other player other than Dalvin Cook was to have over 100 yards rushing?
Oh.
Who?
Kyler Murray.
Whoa.
So the struggles for the running backs continue for every other team but Minnesota.
Yeah.
I was going to say Jacksonville because that's the only thing they have going for him right now.
Robinson had 99.
99. He was close.
But
Nice
yeah.
try, idiot.
Yep. So, dude, I just feel bad for Lions fans. Like, they win two games in a row,
don't feel bad.
and
They're in
everybody's
Detroit.
like, dude, we're going to make the playoffs. And it's like,
That's what happened.
The
Wait, it
Lions-
happens year after year.
Yep.
The Lions
They
find a way to beat. Yeah, they find a way to beat 2 teams they shouldn't beat, but they're like make them look competitive a little bit, and then they lose like this, and it's like, what the
This is what they
fuck
get
are
for
they
being in
doing?
Detroit. They can't have shit there.
They can't have shit in Detroit.
Yeah. This is true.
So, yeah. Dude, what if the Vikings make the playoffs?
It's possible.
No.
From the start they had.
No.
They're 3-5 now.
Well, let's see. Bears probably lose that one. They're gonna beat the Cowboys, so then it'd be 4-6. Panthers, that's a coin toss. They're gonna beat the Jaguars. Oh, but then they gotta play the Buccaneers and Saints. Okay, never mind.
Well,
They're not making the
Buccaneers
playoffs.
have shown.
To be
that
honest,
they,
the Chicago games are still a toss-up too.
Yeah, it's true.
I know you're saying that's an automatic loss. The Tampa Bay game can be a toss-up too. It depends on how
They're hot or
Brady
cold.
is.
They're very hot or cold.
Yeah.
New Orleans is probably the only, as it stands right now. New Orleans is probably the only loss just because of how much they're gonna throw, how much Breeze is gonna fucking throw against them.
Yeah.
But legitimately, the Vikings could probably still make the playoff, even if they win half the amount of games that they play.
Yeah.
But they play a couple teams twice, so they play Detroit again, and they play Chicago twice.
Imagine them
And,
winning out and being 11-5.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like you guys say that, but it's entirely possible.
It is very possible.
Oh, yeah.
They've won 2 games in a row right now, and they beat Green Bay, which was huge for them.
I still
So
can't believe that happened.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you guys are laughing at it, but
I
know,
laugh because there's certain teams in this league you can't put too much faith in,
Yeah.
and I mean both
Well,
of them.
I'm not
Two
saying
of those
put all
teams
your.
played each other, so
I'm-
one of them's
I'm
got to
not saying-
win.
I'm not saying put all your chips on the
Oh,
Vikings.
no.
I'm saying it is entirely possible that they could still make the playoff. Being 3-5 right now,
Yep.
and that's
Oh,
I
Lord.
think the amazing thing with the extra wild card slot is that a lot of these teams are still not mathematically out yet. But like the end of the end. Somebody's got to win that division with the Giants and Cowboys, like we were talking about earlier. So
Yeah.
who knows what can happen?
So
Yeah.
I think it's enough energy for the Lions
Yeah.
fucking Vikings game.
Yeah, basically.
Jack, bad news.
Oh
The
no,
Titans beat the Bears 24-17.
man.
12-4.
They'll get them next week. Honestly,
Can we
So,
acknowledge that they
next week.
started losing games when Jack started getting behind them?
Hey, can we acknowledge too
I'm
that they
built
scored
different.
all their points in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
well, yeah, Nick Foles is very good at being clutch.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean,
was
he
a
really-
clutch- That
he
was a
showed
clutch
that-
performance.
Yeah, he showed that
absolutely.
against. He showed that against the Saints too.
There were several strategical picks, which were ingenious. Great play calling by Nagy.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Nick Foles threw 52 times in that game.
Well, that's the effect of when
What
you
was
play
his
down the
What
whole
was
time.
his completion percentage?
He's 36 for 52. So
Quick, open the calculator.
get the calculators out.
I don't fucking know.
Do about
69%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
So
bad.
Nick, he had a plan. This man had a plan.
That's not bad. Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah, their main
Titans-
problem is they had 2 fumbles in that game.
Yeah. That's about.
Oh, wow.
I'm struggling. Like, yeah, you're looking at the Bears on paper, and you're like, how?
Yes.
Well, just like how you said they can't keep winning like this, they're finally not winning like that
Yeah.
anymore.
No, they're gonna keep winning like that next week against.
All right, Jack.
They-
Just like the
Okay.
Bills, huh?
Yeah, they ran 20 more plays, and they punted, and the Titans punted 2 more times, and there were only 2 turnovers. Goddamn. Yeah, the Bears just lost.
And they were in the later stages of the
The
game.
Bears lost.
So the Bears just went to Sleepytown Junction for the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
worry.
basically it.
Pencil them in at 12-4. We
Absolutely.
got this.
What game's next?
Cam,
Oh.
bad news. The Chiefs beat the Thurs 33-31.
My damn Thurs,
This-
man.
this
You
is
know
a-
what?
Really exciting
tell
game,
you.
though.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna hit one of them 60-yard field goals one of these days. I promise you. we keep trying them, but we're gonna hit one day. And
I do like that they've had to hit that point of the season where they're just like, fuck it, dude. Let's just try for stupid shit
Yeah.
and see what lands.
Didn't they
True
try
that.
Wasn't it a 67-yarder, right?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
It wasn't even fucking close.
No, it was
Another-
super close.
yeah,
No,
they've been
not
close.
really.
They've been close.
Not the 76-yarder.
No, not the
wait,
no,
no,
the
76-yarder.
60
That was Janikowski like 10 years ago.
No. I was talking about the end of the game, of this game.
Oh,
Yeah, they kicked
They
like
had
a
a
70-something.
Stupid long field goal.
fuck.
And
I mean, look.
didn't-
Hey,
Yeah, it was 67 yards. Yeah.
they had to go for it or something. They had to do something. But I will say they got a they got a fake punt pass off,
Mm.
and that was something. That was something special. But that was about one of the only other highlights of the game, other than McCaffrey being back, and then now he seems like he's going to be hurt again. So,
oh no.
Fuck. Dude.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
he got injured very quickly again.
It's looking like it was just a sprain of some sort, so he could be back. But I don't know.
Small glimmer of hope.
Yep. I will say this about the Chiefs: they don't look like the unstoppable juggernaut like they have in past years.
Yeah, they're just a juggernaut right now.
They've kind of played down to a lot of teams.
All it takes is one team that has enough determination to come out and beat them.
Yeah.
And
that's
that
it.
was the Raiders.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Panthers, I think, showed it that this team has a weakness, and I think everyone is kind of like, everyone's gonna catch on.
Yeah.
Eventually, but Mahomes has definitely proven that he's got some big balls.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he
we know
still
that.
threw for 370 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already know that Mahomes is good at football.
Yeah.
I will say though that they're on bye this week, but the next team they face is the Raiders.
Yeah.
So
The Raiders fucking handled them last time they played, so.
True.
But yeah, hot take. Pat Mahomes, pretty good.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I think
He might
he's
be
got
he might be a
potential,
bust.
you guys.
Yeah.
I know he just won the Super Bowl last year, but I think this Pat Mahomes guy could turn into something special.
Yep.
Hey, there
Oh,
could
calm
be
down, Sonny. Even Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl.
yeah, even Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. So
God. So, Jack, I'm sure you have a lot to say about this game.
Holy
The
shit.
surprise of the week, I would
Bills,
say.
Seahawks.
Wow.
Before you start, I will say the Bills have not looked convincing for like a month and a half.
Well,
And then
the
the-
thing is, our offense has been shit because Josh Allen got his shoulder fucked up in
Yeah.
the Raiders game. And so he dislocated his shoulder. And so it takes 4 weeks to get it completely healed. And well, turns out this is the 4th week, and he threw for 282 yards in the first half.
God damn.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What else happened? Defense, probably the best game for our defense. Got 2 interceptions and 2 fumble recoveries. Yeah, those were by Russell Wilson. MVP Russ, though, right?
I'm gonna say though, Russ has thrown 5 interceptions in the last 3 games.
And they have been some really shitty ones too.
Yeah, I mean,
Ugh.
there's a couple ones where the defenders really put themselves in good position, like the Cardinals game, Buda
Yeah.
Baker, and him
I mean,
putting himself in position,
Uh-huh.
he still threw for fucking 390 yards.
which is no small feat at all. So
Yeah. But yeah, the Bills defense, it still has problems. There's one time where they just kind of left someone wide open in the end zone. And what Russell Wilson threw a 60-yard touchdown because of that. So that was something.
I will say though, when was the last time the Bills scored 44?
2016 versus the 49ers. About to
Dude,
bring
you
that up.
had that on fucking.
Yeah,
that was
I was
ready.
just about to bring that up.
I was about to say, because seeing the Bills score 40 plus points in a game is kind of odd, considering that they used to be a defensive team.
Yeah, we actually have an offense now, and it's very nice to see, to say the least. And I'm happy. I'm happy that Josh Allen's healed, and I'm hoping that that he does very good football from the rest of the season on.
Oh yeah. I mean,
'Cause-
that was an important win because they've stretched their lead over the Dolphins in that division. So
Uh-huh.
I mean, they
Who would
could
have
be.
thought? You told me 3 years ago that the Dolphins and the Bills would be fighting for the division.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, they're
Oh,
in contention for the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. They could get a first
Oh.
round bye.
oh my God!
You're going to make Jack conclude all over
Oh,
the
it's
microphone.
beautiful. Oh,
I can't wait to
So happy.
not win.
I'm just shocked that the Dolphins are in contention for all the freaking
Oh,
playoffs.
considering that
Can't
they
wait
were
for
a
them to get
team
to
that
the
was
playoffs and
literally
then lose.
tanking.
Probably.
Hey, at least our team will make it to the playoffs.
Should we jump into that game next?
What game?
The Dolphins game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can skip forward to that one.
Okay.
Dude, Tua, man.
He's
Tua,
very good.
That
I
guy.
was skeptical.
He finally, like, the first game was just like him getting used to how things work. And
Even
he
then-
let loose a little bit this game.
Do you remember like 2 weeks ago when we were all like, yeah, he's going to get fucking terrorized by Aaron Darnold. Damn it, I did it now. Aaron Donald. And then
Well, he never.
they
Yeah.
kicked the Rams' asses.
Well, the Rams, like the Dolphins' defense, kept the Rams off the Rams' defense off the field.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
they were just picking off Goff and recovering a bunch of fumbles. They won that game defensively. Tua didn't even throw 100 yards in that game.
Yeah. And now threw for 248, 2 touchdowns. It was cool to see Fitzpatrick having fun on the sideline. He seemed like he was in good spirits, which broke my heart when he was talking about like how upset he was that he got benched. But
Well, here's the thing now. With Tua now playing decent, they tried to get rid of Fitzpatrick.
Here's my thing.
There's teams that definitely could use him.
Yeah, absolutely. My thing is for this season alone is that Fitzpatrick they're both of these quarterbacks the Dolphins have are good enough that either one of them could start right now. So if Tua doesn't getting hurt for some reason, they have a really, really solid backup in Ryan Fitzpatrick if they end up making the playoffs. So
hey, Cowboys, you guys need a quarterback, right?
oh God, Ryan Fitzpatrick and
Well, the thing
Dude,
is,
I would take it.
the thing is, the trade deadline's already, gone.
Ah,
so
shit. Well,
well,
at least they
Well,
didn't trade for Kirk Cousins.
yeah,
Here's the thing. You can still drop the guy.
That is true.
And if that happens, there could be a team that goes and picks him up because
but it's
a lot of teams are hurting for quarterbacks right
it's
now.
unlikely that Dolphins would drop him.
Yeah,
'cause
it would make
don't-
sense to.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, bumped my mic. It would make sense to cut him when like they could easily get a couple picks back for Fitzpatrick. With how
Uh-huh.
high his stock is right now.
that is true because they do in the draft next year. They have Houston's pick, and Houston
Yeah,
isn't doing so
That's
well
the
right
crazy part about this is like the Dolphins
still
could be in
yeah.
the playoffs and will also have like a top 6 draft pick.
Huh.
now, and then get another really solid starter. And
Yep.
Yep.
Man, the magic of not having Adam Gase as your coach anymore.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah. Backtracking a bit to a couple games we skipped over. The Broncos and Falcons played, and the Falcons 2 weeks in a row finished a game.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, amazing.
Yep.
they're
think,
basically like the Vikings as well. They finally did it. They pulled off some games.
Yep.
Yeah.
They just beat out Big Cock Lock.
Yep. I was gonna say like, oh man, Matt Ryan putting up but he's put up big numbers in like every single game they've played this year. So it's not really that new.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Drew Lock ran for 47 yards. That was more than double than anybody else on that
Nice.
team. Jerry Jeudy had a good day, 125 yards. I mean, it's 2 3-win teams playing. Do we really care this much about this game?
Yeah, not really.
They almost blew it though. I mean, to be honest.
Yeah, that is true. They did give up 21 points in the fourth quarter, but
Yeah.
they held on this time.
I mean, without that last touchdown, it was going to be real close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, God, I don't even know what the fuck are the Falcons gonna do next year.
They're such
cares?
a head scratcher right
Yeah.
now.
They're going to do nothing.
I guess pick up defensive pieces.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like outside of fucking Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and Todd Gurley, like name somebody on the Falcons. Oh wait, no, sorry, and Young Waku.
Oh,
Russell
shit.
Gage,
I don't even know who that is.
the receiver.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I don't
You,
watch the Falcons, I don't fucking
I
know.
know who that is.
Austin
Other
Hooper
than that, I
used
don't
to be on the Falcons, but he's now on the Browns.
Oh.
So, shall we?
What? Go on.
Let's talk about the Falcons of the West.
Oh, the heartbreaking game of the week.
The Chargers.
It's just the same shit as always for the Chargers.
This one hurt.
How the fuck do you do this every single week?
Don't know,
Like,
but
God
it's impressive.
Damn.
Did you see the last 2 plays of the game?
Yeah.
Too? Oh Lord.
That was brutal to watch.
And then one of your big guys gets injured in that whole process too.
Wow.
Dude, I feel bad
I,
about
lo-
Justin
I
Herbert.
love when you look back at it and the clock goes to 0 and they initially called a touchdown and they have that one camera angle that shows the ball coming out.
Yep.
And then you could just hear the slamming on the desk from Chargers fans. I mean,
Oh my
Dude,
lord.
I don't know how Grant puts up with this. Like,
I don't know how anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a team that could easily be a winning record, and they found a way not to be.
They could have been They could have been a winning record last season too,
They could
right?
they could be a wild card team this year, and they are choosing not to be.
yep.
Ugh. God damn.
God,
Man,
I'm literally at a loss for words on how the fact that the Chargers do this every goddamn week.
They are literally the Falcons.
They had
Yeah,
3
you
games
didn't
where they
show
were
the
up,
Super
up
Bowl.
21 that they lost this season. And now 2 weeks in a row they've lost the game on the final play.
Well, I can tell you one thing, that the drafting of Herbert was not a bad move.
Oh yeah, that ended up working out in a
But-
big way.
Again,
Surprisingly.
he had no turnovers himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Herbert wasn't the problem. He was doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
Like statistically, they're totally fine. They just don't
He
win.
he doubled Derek Carr's passing number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, and they lose. So
Yeah.
like whatever it is, whether it's a coaching issue or something, the Chargers are definitely going to have an interesting offseason.
It's got to be a coaching thing, but it's like a lot like the Falcons. Like this has just been going on forever.
Yep.
But it's been especially bad under Anthony
I don't
Lynn.
think have they changed anything big coaching wise in the last couple years.
No, Anthony Lynn's been around for like 3 or 4 years now.
And it's been going on for
Quite a while.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I've been to a game in person where he blew the lead.
It just seems like there's something like in their coaching or their play thing that they can't handle that pressured situation when they start getting pressure added onto them.
Yeah. If
Their
you're
DNA is just choking.
Yeah. But I was going to say, like, if you're consistently losing these really tight games, that's typically a sign of bad coaching.
Yeah,
That's what got Dan Quinn fired, was even though, like, statistically his team is doing very well, they don't win games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get paid for the W. I mean,
Yeah.
Do we think the Raiders are going to be in the playoffs?
Yeah.
There's a
I say
chance.
yes. I say yes.
There's a
think
chance.
I don't see a reason why not.
Yeah.
I don't see
Believe
why they wouldn't be unless they have like 3 extremely bad weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if I see someone getting injured, like some of these other big teams have had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
mean-
if you look at their next few games, so they play the Broncos, that's a game they can win. They play the Chiefs. I don't think they're going to win, but they showed that they can beat the Chiefs already. They're sitting at 6-4 with 6 games left. How many of these next 6 games do we really think they're going to lose? Falcons? What do we think?
They'll beat the
the-
Falcons.
It's the Falcons. Yeah.
The thing is, it's entirely possible for them to lose because they've been so hit or miss with
Yeah.
teams they've played with
Yeah,
already.
they're a hot and cold team. I mean, they played the Saints really well, and then they'll fall flat on their face against the Patriots.
I
So-
think they'll beat the Falcons. They'll beat the Jets. That puts them at 8 wins. And then Colts, Chargers, Dolphins, Broncos. Just got to win one of those, and you're probably in the playoffs.
The thing is, you played Denver twice.
Yeah, I could very well see them sweeping Denver. Like, probably going to beat
See
the
them-
Chargers. They're going to beat the Jets.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders are going to be like 9-10 wins and in the playoffs, probably.
Yeah, I can see it, but I can also see them just being the first one on the outside
True.
looking in.
They could also
too.
be 6-10 at this rate.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I definitely think the only game I could see right now that's for sure a lock they're gonna probably win is New York.
Yeah.
I think they have a better team put together, and I think that that's a no-brainer. New York can't even get out of their own way. So.
Yeah. So speaking of teams that can't get out of their own way, my Dallas Cowboys. I would say pain, but I'm so checked out at this point. This team is.
This is
Well-
a game that shouldn't have been this close to begin with.
Yep.
Garrett.
I don't know
Alright.
what the Steelers were on, but my God, they made Garrett Gilbert look good,
So this
and
isn't just me being salty because I'm a Browns fan. The Steelers are not the best team in the AFC.
Oh, I mean,
They're 8-0,
definitely.
but here are
I
their
don't think
wins.
the Steelers.
10
I don't think
points.
the Steelers are the best team at all.
They've beat the Giants by 10, the Broncos by 5, the Texans by a touchdown. They beat the Eagles by 9. They kicked the shit out of the Browns, which, okay, I'll give you that one. Beat the Titans by a field goal. All right, that's good. You beat the Ravens by 4. All right, that's good. And then you only beat the Cowboys by 6.
They play a lot of close games, but they know how to come out on top.
Yeah.
And with the strength of the schedule going forward, I don't think they win out, but they easily could be 14-2.
Well, the
going
thing
into
is-
playoffs.
The thing is with the Steelers is that Big Ben's on the COVID list.
True.
And
That's
so
going to
they're
change
gonna have
everything.
they're gonna have to deal with Duck Hodgins next Sunday, which I think is against Buffalo. So
Next week they play the Bengals, the Steelers, or then
Oh, wait,
the
is it
Jags.
next week?
They play the Bills like late in the season.
oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was
Um,
I was mixing up my schedule.
But yeah, the
Yeah, that's
Cowboys
one-
were up 10 points in going into the fourth quarter, and then they gave up 15 unanswered to the Steelers. So
Oh, that's right.
I just I don't have
forgot.
anything to say about this. I'm fully checked out. I don't give a fuck how the Cowboys do this year because they're terrible. So, and we were having
Yeah.
a debate about this, and I was like, I think if they were to play, who do we think? I think they would lose to the Jets if they played the Jets right now.
Disagree. I 100% disagree.
I don't know. We'll get to that game in a moment.
Yeah,
The Jets are literally the worst.
We'll
fucking
get to that
football
game in a
team.
moment. I have my case.
But
I know
I
the
have
Jets
8 case.
historically over the course of the season are putting together one of the worst seasons of all time. But I think Joe Flacco could easily beat this horrible Cowboys team.
Do we want to jump into that game, or we want to finish out?
no, let's keep going with the other games.
Yeah.
And then we'll finish.
But we only got
We're
one more
almost. We're
until we
almost.
get there.
We only got one more anyway. Before we
Um,
get to- or 2 more.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about this.
Well,
I
so I
didn't even
wanna-
watch,
I
if I'm being
I want
honest.
to I want to laugh about the Buccaneers.
The
baby.
yeah, speaking of the Buccaneers, the Saints kicked the shit out of the Buccaneers 38-3, handing
They scored.
Brady like the second most lopsided loss of his career.
They handed 31 points on them in the first half.
Oh, you'd love
They
to see
basically
it.
they let Taysom Hill throw.
Oh, you absolutely love to see that
Dude,
right
Brady
there.
looked fucking terrible.
Yep.
God damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I don't know what happened to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers were on a roll, and then all of a sudden got. I don't know if they just didn't watch film this week or what, because they did not look like they had been studying what was going on.
I think I
like
have a
there
theory.
there were so many missed coverages or so many like stupid little mistakes that really cost them big early on, and then they just could not do anything about it.
I think I have a theory of what happened. Somebody wearing number 81. Antonio
Oh,
Brown.
yeah. True.
Yeah.
Dude, Brady.
He's already a locker room
Did
cancer.
someone oh, Antonio Brown.
Dude,
Oh.
Brady looked fucking cooked. He threw 2 really ugly interceptions in this game.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
like,
you'd love to see that,
Oh
honestly.
my god.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That last one he
It-
threw
oh.
where he was like scrambling and he literally just
Oh.
threw the ball straight up in the air and I was like, that's going to get picked.
Oh, I'm
It
gonna
looks-
conclude.
it literally looked like that there was a disconnect between what routes they were running and what Brady
Yeah.
hadn't planned what they were running.
They
And the defense had no idea
yeah.
what kind of routes that they were running. There was like 2 really bad touchdowns where the guy was pretty much wide open and just scored.
They also set the record for fewest rush attempts in a game at 5,
Pah!
which was
And you
really only
can't do
4
that.
because it was Gabbert falling on the ball at the end of the game.
You
Nice.
can't do that with a guy like Breeze. If you
Yep.
give him any advantage, you're gonna. I think people have proved that when they used to play, they
Breeze,
would.
Breeze also in this game kept every part of the defense for the Buccaneers on their toes. He threw to 10 different receivers, and 10 different receivers that had 10 or more yards in that game. He threw to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you didn't know who was going to get the ball.
Also, I want to point out the post-game interview when Jameis got to eat his W in front of the
Oh gosh,
Buccaneers.
the thing where he does the W in his mouth.
Yeah.
Goated.
He was 1 for 1 for 12 yards.
Hell yeah.
Goated.
Famous Jameis. But yeah, no, the Bucks just got their shit kicked in, dude. Like, I thought they would come in a little bit better than they did in week 1, because it was like, oh yeah, it's week 1 jitters. It's Tom Brady under a new system for the first time in his career. But oh my fucking god, they looked bad.
The Saints have figured them out.
Yeah.
If they face them if the Buccaneers make the playoffs and have to face the Saints at some point, good luck.
The Bucks will be in the playoffs, but like,
Yeah, but I'm saying if they
they're
face
gonna-
the
if
Saints,
they
they're
face
going to
the
be in
Saints,
trouble.
they're in trouble. Yeah. So.
So they better hope the Vikings make the playoffs so they can take them out.
So, going into our last game, Tom Brady's old team.
This game makes me sad, man.
The Jets were that close.
We
On one
really
hand, the
thought
right
it was
thing.
going to happen.
I don't know what y'all are complaining about. Adam Gase overperformed.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
That's
he
fine.
made it too close. That was a little too close for comfort, Jets.
On one hand, you know, you want to see the Patriots lose to the worst team in NFL history, but on the other hand, you want to keep that team to.
This is also the first week in the season that the Jets have had all 3 of their top 3 receivers healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the fact that Darnold was into the game and Flacco was just dropping bombs to each one of them. Fortunately,
Touchdowns.
I mean, he had a solid game for a team that's 0-9. So, honestly, if he can find is there a team on the Jets schedule coming up that could play? They could play close, like they did with the Patriots. Surprisingly close, I should say.
Browns.
I could see the Browns. Yeah, the
After,
Browns.
after the Raiders loss, I'm kind of inclined to believe with you, or to believe you.
Yep, 100% Browns. The Browns are 100% losing to the Jets.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, sorry, 80% losing to the Jets.
I put it to like a coin flip.
I can feel it in my heart. It is the
I'm
most
pretty
Browniest Browns have ever browned.
Well,
Pretty sure that's just cholesterol, Jack.
Well, get this.
Yeah.
They're on bye right now, but when they come back, they face the Los Angeles Chargers,
Oh, baby.
and that team doesn't know how to win a game. So
Oh.
the only games they can win is when they kick the shit out of somebody. And they still almost find ways to blow those games. So, I mean, they
Anyway.
very well.
I was
Yeah.
at the movies, so I missed most of that game, if I'm being honest. So
Oh,
You didn't want to
wow.
watch it. It was rough football.
It was rough football.
Cam
Um,
Newton looks nothing like he did a couple years ago, and it's sad. And
Yep.
he's making the Panthers look like
Although he
They
didn't turn
are-
the ball over in the game.
yeah, but he had some pretty bad.
He's an
He had
accurate
some
of
pretty
all
bad
hill.
plays.
yeah,
There
He's
was
just
some.
making
yeah.
Carolina's front office look absolutely amazing because
There was one thing that they were talking about during the game that I was picking up on as they were going, but like they said that whenever whenever Cam stands in a certain way, like when he's throwing the ball, he always throws it into the dirt or in the ground, and he continuously has been doing that the last couple weeks. So hence why,
he's always had a problem since college of throwing off his back foot.
yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Had that for fucking 10 years now, which is
and
ridiculous.
Carolina had worked on him either worked on him like literally like one, his mobility to throw on the move, and then two, him staying in the pocket. And then for whatever, like, I guess it must just be like one of those ticks that like he can't really shake, and he'll do it every so often. And I don't know. I can't tell you what it is other than it's been happening for years, so they can't shake him of it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
basically.
that is our Week 9 wrap up. Yeah, football. So I want to alley-oop this into a segment that I wanted to do last week, but we're going to go through what teams we think are done. So in order for a team to get on the Dunyan Rings list, we all have to agree. So if there's any of us who still have some optimism, we have to leave them off the list.
So
I have a hot take. I have a hot take for
hold
this.
on, I got a question.
Yes.
How many teams make the playoffs again? Each
7
conference?
in each conference.
7. Okay.
Currently.
Yeah.
I will write
But it
that
might
down.
But we'll
be
keep
8.
the idea that an 8th team could be possible.
Yeah, because then NFL is dumb, stupid, and bad.
Right.
But a hot take, I don't think the Jets are going to make it to the playoffs,
That's
guys.
a tough one. I'm inclined to agree with you on that.
Ah.
Yeah, I think Adam Gase proved that he's overperformed this season, and I think there's nothing really for him to left to prove.
Yep.
So
I'm
I
gonna
think you're right.
write all my picks down.
Mhm.
So the New York Jets are Dunyan Rings.
Yep.
I think the best way to go about this is going down from worst record to
I'm just going by.
Jaguar.
I just have the standings open. So here's the next
Jaguar.
one. Jaguars.
Jaguars
Jags are Dunyan Rings.
are done.
I agree.
Garrett.
I'm not gonna disagree with
All
you.
Here's my next one. Los Angeles Chargers.
I think they're done.
They're done.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're done because the games they need to win are gone,
Yeah.
and they're in a hole in a division where Raiders could make the playoffs, and the Chiefs are obviously dominating.
Yep.
So toss them out the window.
Here's one I did,
Oh.
did
Yeah.
not expect at the start of the season. The Houston Texans.
Throw them out the window.
They're
They're
done.
done.
2-6.
I think they're done.
They're done.
Nope. Their start was atrocious. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they were given a rough start, and even though they could find a way to, I mean, they would really need to basically almost win out if they're going to keep themselves.
They'd
Because
have
they're
to
in a rough division too.
They would have to win out, but they play Cleveland, New England, Detroit, Indy, Chicago, Cincinnati, and Tennessee.
Yeah, and they got to beat these division opponents.
They went to overtime with Tennessee, but they lost.
Yep.
They beat Jacksonville. They beat Jacksonville twice.
Yeah, they swept Jacksonville this season. That's their only 2 wins.
The thing is, though, they play New England, Detroit, Indy, which is a team you don't know what the hell they're going to do. Chicago, you don't know what the hell they're going to do. Cincy is another bad team.
Yeah,
And
sure.
the big game for them is Cleveland and Tennessee. If they can win those games, there is a very, very slim chance. For me personally, I think you'd have to wait after this week.
I'm still gonna hold my.
Yeah.
I don't think they're done yet. I think after this
I just
week,
think
can
with
tell.
what division they're in and what games they have to win, I don't think they're gonna do it.
If we're assuming that there's another wild card spot, I think they still have a chance if they win out.
Well, here's the problem though. So if we have 8 wild cards, these are the teams that are currently in them right now. So you have the Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, and Titans. Then you have those are the 4 division leaders. You have the Ravens at 6-2, the Colts at 5-3, the Browns at 5-3, the Raiders at 5-3, the Dolphins at 5-3. That's 5 teams at the 5-win mark. That's too clear of anybody.
Yeah.
So you still got some of those teams that play each other too.
True.
And
But
if the Texans went out, they would be what? Let's see. 2-6 right now. Play 7 more games, so they'd be 9-6.
I don't think they can win out though. Is the
No.
problem.
I think they can win out. The only 2 games I think they could possibly win out. with all the games they play, because all the teams I see are very inconsistent.
I don't trust. I believe in Deshaun Watson's ability. I don't trust the Texans.
I just think if they were to do it, they have to win this week, or else there's no.
I
way
will say that
they'll
though,
win.
if they're gonna want to stay in this fight, they have to win.
this week
Even
against
then,
Cleveland.
though, they're still 3 games out of a wild card spot.
True,
with
But if they
play.
win out, they play Indy twice.
Yeah, and that's going to be important. Is if they beat these two, because they have to finish out the season beating the division opponents, and if they can do that,
Yeah.
I don't
hold
think
their
they'll beat the
division
Colts
opponents
once, if I'm being honest.
I don't think they will
Well,
either. But I
Again,
could see them
the
playing
Colts
close.
are hit or miss. Like
They-
they missed
They
bad.
are
this
hit
week.
or miss, but the Texans are just bad.
Yeah.
The Texans haven't
I
hit at all
mean,
this season,
They have
They almost beat Tennessee.
but they didn't.
they
I know
have
they-
they have the
I know.
third worst point differential in the conference.
Yeah.
Their defense is the problem.
They're-
I still think they have a shot, and I don't think they can be counted out until after this week.
Okay.
That's just me.
All right.
Those are the rules.
A team that's out. Lions.
Yeah.
Lions. What's their schedule looking like?
I
They can
gotta look at the
probably
schedule.
beat Washington. They probably won't beat the Panthers. Probably will lose to the Texans. They'll probably lose to the Bears. Lose to the Packers. They'll lose to the Titans. Lose to the Bucks, and then lose to the Vikings.
I think they can win some of these next couple games, but the end stretch for them is going to be rough, and
But
it's Detroit,
but
so they'll
it's
find
like-
a way.
Tampa Bay there on the end. If Tampa Bay shows up, Green Bay are 2 games that they could lose.
The only problem is what's the NFC team that they're going to knock off? Because they have
Yeah.
to get ahead in the standings of either the Cardinals, Rams, Bears, Buccaneers. Like, I don't
And
even think they're the third best team in their division.
I
No.
think the only one that is possible is the Bears.
Yeah.
And they only play the Bears once.
But even then,
They
they'd
played-
have to beat
they
out.
played
The,
them twice.
they'd have to
Yeah,
beat out
they-
the Vikings, who are already have a tiebreaker on them. So
Yeah.
I'm
Well, how
done
do
on
the Vikings have a tiebreaker?
Because they won last week against the Lions.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Division matchup.
right. Okay, I was looking at it wrong. Sorry.
One AFC team we also skipped over was the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep, they're done.
I think they're done.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
fun as Joe Burrow is, they're not making the playoffs.
They're in the roughest division.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they would need the Browns to crumble and the Steelers to lose out and have Roethlisberger not come
I
back.
think
They need everything
Well,
in the
and
world
then
to go wrong for.
They
the
need
other
Baltimore
team.
basically to show out and win the division, and then
Yeah.
they basically sweep up the scraps. I mean, they play New York and Dallas, obviously, and Washington. So they play really shitty teams, but I don't think it's enough to help them since
Yeah.
they've had.
I don't think they can beat the Steelers twice. I don't think they can beat the
with
Ravens.
the tie, with the tie too.
Yeah, I don't think they can beat the Dolphins. So,
Yeah.
here I'll move back to the NFC. Unfortunately, we cannot stick a fork in any of the NFC East teams.
yeah.
You really can't.
Even though the Giants and
Not yet.
Cowboys are both 2-7.
Not yet, but the thing is, I think again, this is going to be one of those things. If someone turns it around, it'll happen this week.
I love that though. Looking at their conference standings, and 3 of those 4 teams are at the bottom 3.
Yep.
Well, I
Oh,
think we'll have a better picture in 2 weeks when they start playing. When Washington plays Dallas.
Honestly, in my eye, I really think the Eagles are the ones to beat in that division, and
Oh,
we're gonna
absolutely.
see this week because they face the Giants again, and the Giants they played stupidly close.
Yep.
If they can win that game decisively, I think the Eagles have it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a very hard time betting against the Eagles in that division right now.
so personally,
Yeah.
even though it's still up for grabs and everybody's only a game apart, I think you could take out all 3 of those teams at the bottom of the grid.
All right. One team that I think is out are the Falcons.
I was just about to bring that up. Even though the Falcons are not last in their division, I am
They have an
more
absolute.
confident in them not making the playoffs.
They
than
have
the
an
Panthers.
absolutely grueling schedule. They have to play the Falcons twice.
They
they
have to play
Falcons playing the
They are the
Falcons.
Falcons.
They have to play
Or
the
twice,
Saints and the
Saints.
Bucks twice. They have to
Yep.
play Kansas City, Vegas, and Los Angeles.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yeah.
I'm sticking a fork in them.
Yep,
The thing is, even if they went out in the only way is if they win the division, and I can't see them winning both games versus New Orleans or winning one game, New Orleans or Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. If they could prove that they can win games more before, then I would say there's a chance, but I think they're done right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Now and here's the next team on the list that's in the same division, the Panthers.
Yeah.
I have
I
a
don't
much
know,
tougher
because
time
They
saying the
face some
Panthers are done,
interesting. They face some interesting opponents going forward.
though. Yeah.
Bucks, Lions.
They do. They play Tampa again. They play New Orleans again, but they don't play them twice. They've already played them. They beat Atlanta once, so that's their only division win.
I could see them winning 1 or 2 division games at the end of the season and staying in it.
They only have 2 division games at the end of the season.
Oh.
They have Tampa Bay and New Orleans, so
Oh,
they
shit.
have to win out in the division.
Yeah.
If they want a chance.
And like you look at the rest of the games, you got the Lions and the Vikings, who are both not good.
Head scratchers.
You have
yeah.
the Broncos, who are not good, and you have Washington,
And you have
who's not
Washington.
good.
The only game really after if you win the 2 division games, the only game you really have to worry about is Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay is going to be.
And who knows what Green Bay is going to show up.
Yeah.
So
I'm reluctantly keeping the Panthers alive.
we'll know after this week.
Yeah, because they've shown they can be oddly competitive against certain teams. So.
Yeah,
So
but I don't know if their window is
in a similar way that the Vikings have done this season, where they play close to the bigger teams and then lose bad to the teams they should be.
Yeah. But the whole thing is McCaffrey is a big part of the offense, and I think he proved it again
yeah.
this weekend. And if McCaffrey's out again for a certain amount of time, it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to do it.
You know, I actually just had a thought about what you were saying about the NFC East earlier. I think I can say that the Giants are done in rings.
I think you could say that the Cowboys are done in
Well,
rings.
here's
That's
the-
what I'm
well, no,
saying.
here's
Is you
the
can
thing,
lock all 3 of those teams
The
out.
top 3 teams in that division are injured as shit. The Giants are
Yeah.
almost fully healthy, minus Saquon Barkley, and they're 2-7. Like they've hit their ceiling.
Mhm.
The Cowboys, they have Andy Dalton coming back, and they could win like 2 more games. The Giants are the only ones in that division that and this is not like a vote of confidence in Washington or Dallas, but the Giants are the only ones that I look at in that division and like they are the fucking worst.
Well, like
Well, again, here's the thing.
the thing with the Washingtons, they have Alex Smith, who's not doing so hot, and it's just they have a decent defense.
They're
I
2
don't
and
think
2 in the
they're
division
good.
right now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They play Philadelphia this week. I think you have to leave them on the board because they play Philadelphia this week. If they lose to
That's when-
Philadelphia, they're
yeah.
done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, and that's the thing. That's a weird thing is that this game, the last game between these two, is going to seal the fate.
Yeah,
of
if
this
they
division.
win or tie this game,
God,
they
can you
still
imagine the Eagles
legitimately
with
have a
tie?
chance because then they play Dallas the last week and they could win. And if Philadelphia loses again if Philadelphia loses to somebody like Washington, then the Giants are right back in it because they have 2 wins over Washington.
Yeah.
And that's the division is such a mess that every one of them are still contenders and not technically done right now.
Yep. So, that is this week's edition of Dunyan Rings. I just came with that name as I was writing out the Google Doc for it. We have officially eliminated the Jets, Jaguars, Chargers, Bengals, Lions, and Falcons. The Texans and Giants are both, and Panthers are all staring down that same treatment. And next week we'll have to start talking about the Patriots and Broncos while we're at it.
Yeah, those 2 teams I was about to say. We didn't even mention.
Hmm.
And here's one team to keep an eye on in these next 2 weeks too, because we kind of seen them get beat down a lot these last couple of weeks. Keep an eye on the 49ers because they're last in their division.
Yep.
They could easily.
They are very slowly sliding out of playoff contention.
Yeah.
So, all right,
All right.
let's move into
Picks.
pick'ems.
Pick'ems.
All right, let me get that pulled up. Starting with Colts Titans.
Ooh,
Titans.
I really don't know.
I'm gonna take the
I'm
Titans. I think
gonna
it's gonna be a
take
Because
good
the
game,
Titans
but the
just
Titans
lost
are
to the
better.
freaking Bengals.
Yeah,
The
but
Bengals
like
are frisky.
But
though.
then the Colts do the same thing against. But they haven't.
I think every team's allowed to have an off game every season.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was their one weird game. So, what else? What do we think, guys?
Oh man.
Titans are at home, so they're 4-1 this season. I think it's the smart choice is to go with the Titans
Yeah,
yeah.
this week.
Garrett, what are you feeling?
I want to be contrary. I'm gonna pick the Colts
Ooh, spicy.
because I want this division to keep being shitty.
So the Jaguars
only
can
way-
stay alive.
No, but nobody wants to win this. Neither team wants to win the division. So
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Texans Browns.
Browns.
I'm gonna go with the Browns, even though I think it's gonna be rather close.
I'm going with the Browns, but I'm a little scared with this game. But they are coming off their bye week, so.
But it's also the Browns.
But at the same time,
But
it's
it's also the
Texans.
Texans who haven't beat a team other than the Jaguars.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but again, it's the Browns. So
The Browns, they're also
Um,
getting Myles Garrett and Nick Chubb back this week.
Oh yeah, Nick Chubb's gonna be
So
interesting. Interesting. To see
I
if he-
think it's going to be. I think it's going to come down to what final drive, but I think it's going to be the Browns.
yeah, this game it scares me a little, but I think the Browns are the better team.
Mhm.
Lions Washington.
Jesus Christ, that's a shitty game right there.
Can I pick a
Right.
tie
Here's
for
the
the
thing.
third time?
No. Here's the thing. Both teams. Washington's 0-3 away, and the Lions are 0-3 at home. And
I'm
it's-
just
So it's
gonna-
gonna be a
Lions are at home.
tie.
So it's a very strong possibility. There is no line for this game.
I'm gonna say the Lions, cause
man.
I'm going to say a tie.
There it is.
I think
And honestly,
genuinely
I do not blame you at all for taking that.
I think genuinely this could be a low-scoring tie, 3-3 or a 6-6 tie.
I'm gonna say Lions because of Alex Smith being behind Washington right now, and I don't believe in him yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lions too. One, because I hate Washington, and I just have more faith in Matt Stafford right now. So,
Yep.
all right, a game with major playoff implications. Oh wait, actually, I skipped over one. It still has some playoff implications. Buccaneers Panthers.
huh?
Panthers are coming off their best performance since Week 1, and the Buccaneers are coming off their worst performance of the season.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say Panthers.
All right.
Fuck it, why not?
How about them Thurs?
Serve her. Is that what they call
Yeah,
it?
he's a
serve
bear.
her.
Yeah, it's Sir Purr.
He's been
Serve
knighted.
her.
He's apparently a bear, according to
Twitter, the
Robbie
fucking
Anderson.
social media stuff. Yeah,
Robbie Anderson. He's a
the social
bear.
media stuff calls it a bear.
Robbie Anderson's
Yeah, because
also
Robbie-
crazy. So
Because Robbie Anderson said, "What's that bear doing up there?" And they were like, "That's Sir Purr," and he was like, "What the hell is Sir Purr?" And that's his name. But yeah,
Look,
it's the
Robbie
Panthers.
Anderson is the sun god. He's got more important things to worry about than mascots. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers.
dude, I don't know how to pick this one.
I don't either, but I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers for
I'm
fuck's
gonna,
sake.
I don't have a coin to flip. Fuck.
You can just use your phone. Just ask Siri.
I don't have an iPhone. Coin flip. All right. Heads, Panthers. Tails, Bucks. Tails, Buccaneers. All right.
Pussy.
Garrett, what are you doing?
I picked the Bucks.
Okay. We are split down the middle on that one. All right. This is the game with major playoff implications. It's Giants, Eagles.
Giants versus Eagles. Eagles by, I don't know.
Giants.
Ooh.
Rather daring.
Oh. They're breaking
I
that,
see you only
that
want-
NFC East streak they've got going.
I think the Eagles are gonna underestimate them, and the Giants are gonna pull off some kind of fuck shit and end up winning, and then keeping this division to be close.
Give me the
Oh.
Eagles. What are you feeling, Garrett?
I don't know. Because the Giants play everybody close, but they don't win a lot of games.
I mean, Philadelphia is only a 3.5 point favorite, so
Yep.
give me the coin.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
flipping for this one.
Oh God.
Come here, bitch.
Jeez.
Be nice to the coin.
Rude.
All right. Heads is Eagles. Up, it's heads. Fuck. So
Well.
Eagles it is.
well, you said up fuck like you really wanted to pick the Giants.
I
but-
kind of wanted to though.
Well, then pick them. Don't
The
pick
coin-
them.
coins,
he
you
already
can't go
lost.
against-
We
I
learned
flipped the
why you
coin.
don't
Coin
go
doesn't
against the
lie.
coin flip.
You don't go against the coin flip.
Yep.
Coin doesn't lie.
Jags,
Exactly.
Packers.
Fucking facts.
There goes my lock.
Yep, get fucked, retard.
Wait,
I
what?
want to see Jake Letton ball against the Packers.
Wait, who are we picking for?
Jaguars, Packers.
Oh, jeez.
Should I just
It's gonna
pencil
be a
everybody in
barn
for Packers?
burner.
Or...
Yeah, it's the Packers.
I'm picking Packers, and if they lose this game, shut your program down.
Yeah.
There's no reason you should lose this game.
This is going to be a hella good game. Bills, Cardinals.
Ooh.
You know, now that Josh Allen's like fully healed, I think the Bills can win this. So I'm gonna pick the Bills. If it was like 2 weeks ago, I said we would have lost this game.
Yeah. I'm with
But-
you on that one. I'm taking the Bills as well.
And if our defense actually shows up, it'd be very nice.
I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Great point, Jack. Or not Jack. Sorry, Garrett.
Huh?
Because you were like, and then just didn't say anything.
Oh, I said that.
Oh.
I do that for all
Well,
these games because
yeah.
I said the Cardinals.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
All right. Dolphins, Chargers.
Dolphins.
Lock on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Daggone it! I was gonna lock the Dolphins.
I was thinking about it too.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins.
I think Herbert's gonna have an absolute stellar of a game, but only have one touchdown.
Yeah. Jack?
I said Dolphins.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry. All right.
Dumbass. Stupid idiot head.
Shut up.
Stupid crap idiot.
This is not very nice. Broncos, Raiders.
Raiders.
sorry, let me say
Actually, you know what? You know what?
What?
No.
I'm gonna pick the Raiders. Or sorry, no, I'm gonna pick the Broncos.
I was really hoping you'd be like, you know what? I'm still going to go with the Raiders.
I'm big.
no, I'm picking the Broncos. Fuck it.
Give
Big
me
cock walk.
the Raiders.
Give me the Raiders.
All right.
Yeah, the Raiders.
Fuck, who am I going to lock?
Yeah, I'm kind of figuring out what.
Oh,
the rest
actually,
of
I've
the
got a
grid-
couple ideas. Okay. All right, there we go. I just looked at the rest of the schedule. Rams, Seahawks.
I guess the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm picking the Seahawks here.
I'm a little torn on this one, but my gut's telling me to go with the Seahawks. And like,
I'm going with the Rams.
ooh, I think after.
Rams are at home.
Oh, God, sorry.
Oh, no, the Rams are at home. Rams
Oh.
have played absolutely amazing at home. So
True. My only thing is like, the Seahawks are gonna be mad after losing to Buffalo, and they're like, let's go beat the shit out of the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Go beat the shit out of some fucking nerd named Jared.
He went to Jared and kicked his ass.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. 49ers, Saints.
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 Picking the Saints.
Locking the Saints.
All right.
Alright. Let me fill all that in, because it takes me a second to do so. Bengals, Steelers. That's the other one I was thinking about locking.
For which team?
Fuck it. I'm gonna pick bold. Bengals. Fuck it. Why
Alright.
not?
Here's why. I was a Bengals fan for a long time. The Bengals cannot beat the Steelers.
Yep, and
Well, I appreciate your dedication,
Your commitment.
because I will be taking the Steelers.
Joe Burrow is built different. He is a
That is true.
His offensive line,
had-
though, is not.
He
he has a massive schlong that he can just body
All
the
right.
defenders over.
Here's the advantage he already has over the last two Bengals quarterbacks. One, he's not named Carson.
True.
Two, he's not Ginger.
Exactly. That's why he's gonna be the fucking best QB in Bengals history.
Yeah. Still taking the Steelers though.
Oh darn.
Yeah, give me the Steelers. I think he's a good safe pick here.
Safe picks are for pussies.
Fuck it, give me the Bengals.
Oh my god.
My man.
That's not my only stupid pick of the week. We're not there yet.
Well,
Ravens, Patriots.
Taking the
Wait.
Ravens.
Ravens.
You know what? You know
Huh?
what?
No.
Huh?
No.
I'm
Don't
taking the
do it.
Ravens.
I was about to say, don't you fucking dare.
Could be a trap game. And then finally, I already know. I'm just gonna fill in Jack's pick before I read out the game. Vikings, Bears.
God Bears. Is this
Here's
a Monday
my
night game?
stupid.
It is.
Yes, Monday night. Here's my stupid pick of the week.
Oh,
I am
bro.
locking the Vikings.
Why?
What
The
the fuck?
Steelers lock is still available.
Are you fucking stupid?
Yes, and that's why I'm doing it.
Are you guys stupid? Yes, sir. We are very stupid.
It's just like running on fourth down and going for it. If you make it, you're genius.
Garrett.
If not, you're stupid.
It's the Vikings.
Yes, I know.
Never trust in the Vikings.
Interesting fact: the Vikings are the favorite for this game,
Oh
so
god.
I'm going with the Vikings.
I just think Dalvin Cook's really hot right now. He's gonna
Yeah, but
make this Bears defense pay.
Dalvin Cook is only 3 touchdowns side from Kirk Cousins.
Nick Foles threw for
On the season.
69% completion percentage last week.
True.
That's-
True.
Yeah, but it's the Bears.
Yeah,
They
but the
can't
Bears
keep winning
defense
like
is
this.
good.
Give me the Bears.
Yeah.
I hate that I picked it, but yep.
Now you can't maul at Jack next week if the Bears
That's
win
true.
because you
Well,
picked them.
I mean, there was like 2
Yes,
weeks
you can.
ago where I flipped a coin and I got stuck with picking the Bears. So
Never go against the coin.
Cam, what are you taking?
I already said the Vikings.
Oh, I didn't hear you. All right, that's our picks for the week.
Yeah.
Locks of the Packers, Saints, Dolphins, and the Vikings.
Yep.
This is a
he
truly
locked.
cursed
He
week of-
locked because he had to,
Yeah.
not because he wanted to.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Also, I want to mention.
I was looking down the list and I was like, which game would be the most interestingly stupid game to lock for?
Oh, also, since we didn't get to do our week 8 wrap up, I want to share just how fucking bad we did in pick'ems that week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
underdog week.
Week 8, Garrett was 8-7.
That's not terrible.
Jack was 7-8. I
Football.
was 7-8. And Jesse, on his triumphant return, was 5-10. So we I'll have to put in a screenshot of it, but there's a little like line graph that shows our week to week pick percentage, and it's just in a very slow downward descent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Pain.
So that was a special deluxe double stuffed episode of Oofsides. Any
double
closing thoughts, you
stuffed.
guys?
Football.
Josh Lambo's out for the season. Sad.
Oh, god damn it. Joshington's in shambles now.
Sad.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, god.
No one cares about fantasy football. Don't talk about it.
Motherfucker, I run this.
I'm gonna kick your ass, okay?
And on that note, for Garrett, Cam, and Jack, I'm your host, Matthew, and we'll see you next time.
Football.
Hopefully we don't forget to do a podcast.